Hi everybody, welcome back to Healing with Love. Today we're going to be doing a numerology pick a card reading. And we're only focusing on the core numbers. So if you are a master number 11, 22, 33, 44, you're going to reduce that down to your core number. So that would be a 2, 4, 6, and 8. So just putting that out there because I know I get a lot of comments asking, where's number 11? Where's number 22? They are in their core reduced number. So 2, 4, 6, and 8. Okay, so how we're going to do this is you're going to take 3 deep breaths because we really want to connect to the message that is needed for you today. And how we're going to do this is you're going to pick whatever number you're drawn to in your numerology chart. So if you have let's say you're a 2 life path and a 6 destiny, you will watch both of those. If you are a 7 birthday and, a 9 life path, you watch those as well. So you pick whichever numbers are in your numerology chart and that is your reading. Or you could just do your life path number, or you could just do your birthday number. I'll include a calculator in the description box if you don't know those numbers, so you can figure that out. Okay, so we're going to start with reading number 1. Okay, guys, if you picked number 1, if you are a life path, destiny, etc., number 1. So the song that came through for you guys is Newfound Glories, Taken Aback by You. And the lyrics that resonate with this reading are, I've been through things no one should have to. And, this is my relapse. So it's about, it's almost about, I'm not saying AA, but just relapsing into old behavior patterns, whether they be addiction or people or behaviors, etc. And it also says everything they do, it reflects you. So it's mirroring, people mirroring back things to you. So when you get frustrated with somebody, it's like almost seeing in them who you used to be or who you currently are, and it bothers you. So, it's about shining through that darkness. Of course you have doubts, we don't blame you. That's what the song says. I have doubts, don't blame me. And it's also about having doubts about yourself and others, the projecting aspect. So, the mirroring thing is, it's projecting. So, you see the world around you the way that you behave or have behaved, and it's about letting that go, releasing that. So we've got shedding old skin right here. So, that is about shedding that old skin, those old behavior patterns. But it's also, I also see Kundalini awakening whenever I see this snake, because we see the sacred geometry in the background right there. And these are all the divine feminine. So, shedding old skin, old behavior patterns. And, the 1 is very logical. So they're very in their head a lot. So we got head games over here. And this is like, getting out of your head. Not only getting out of your head, but also head games, I see it as a manipulation. So manipulating others to your will, because I'm seeing the yellow, which is willpower. But we're gonna keep moving. So you've been playing head games with somebody, and that's done. I'm seeing it's done. This is all, whoever you've been doing that with, it's over. So we're gonna start with giraffe, heart-centered risks, right? So this is all new energy. This is like letting go of old things and going after what our heart is telling us to go after. Okay? And, the giraffe is the tallest mammal, and it's the number 5, which is freedom. Like finally letting all this stuff go and being free, because it's all in your head. This limited belief systems and all this stuff that you believed, that was all in your head. Okay? So the giraffe, it's heart-centered risks, elongate and expand your mind and body. So the limited belief systems are holding you back. So like I was saying, the projections and the mirrorings of everybody else and judgments of everybody else, it's holding you back from really seeing the truth of the world. So we're letting that go. We're shedding that. We are stepping into this new earth energy, and we're letting all that stuff go. Okay? This isn't the time to seek approval or follow the group. This is a time to pave your own way, follow your heart and your dreams, because, things are looking up right here. So you see, he's the leader. The one is meant to be the leader. And then how does a great leader lead? They lead by inspiring others to follow, not by will, not by force. So this is saying, just be you. You are the one, the original creator, the innovator. So just be you, and the rest will follow. And people may be taken aback by you. The song says it's taken aback by you. And that's saying things, sometimes without tact. This is saying, think before you speak. We all have the ability to speak. But it takes a wise person to think before. And is it good? Is what I'm saying kind? Is what I'm saying good? Is what I'm saying tactful? Etc. Okay. And then we got the head games, which is the number 36, which is 9, which is about completion of cycles. It's wisdom. It's the humanitarian. So I'm seeing, starting to take care of yourself now. And I'm seeing the yellow, which is the willpower, right? So, and this is talking about being in your head too much, over-analyzing everything, trying to figure out every little detail, going from A to B to C, ad nauseum. So it's telling you to let go of that. I know the ones are very logical. They're always in their head space. And this is like asking you to step outside of your head space. Step outside of overthinking everything. Overthinking every sign and synchronicity. Just let it be. Is it's what I'm getting here. Okay? And so the 6 of air is things are looking up. The end of difficult situations. So taking a trip. So whether that is astral projection, a trip, is that mushroom trip, or an actual trip on a vacation. Right? And so the 6 of air, it's also talking about the end of depression or illness, resolution of conflict, leaving and moving on from old situations. So you could be leaving a situation that no longer serves you. You are shedding that. It's like it no longer serves your purpose, so it's time to move on. And I'm getting that you need to ask for help, because I feel like it's a stagnancy. Like you want to move on, but maybe you don't have the finances or the resources to do this. So it's like saying, ask for help. Who cares what other people think? Who cares what you have been programmed to believe about asking for help? This is saying, let that go. Okay, and so finally we got snake. And, like I discussed, this is Kundalini awakening. This is the Kundalini energy. This is all of a sudden seeing the signs and synchronicities everywhere. Seeing the serpent wisdom. Okay? But I'm also seeing the sacred geometry. And it almost looks like a dream catcher or a drum. Go to the beat of your own drummer. So reveal your true colors, talents, and gifts to the world. Cast off the old. That's exactly what it says. Know that this old energy is leaving you. So, you're peeling off those old layers of the old you. It's almost like the butterfly when it's transforming out of the, its cocoon. So, recognize who you are. It's a time for renewal, abundance, connection. Let yourself be reborn. It is time. Spring is the time for being reborn. Everything starts being reborn. And when you are going with the rhythm of nature, things start moving smoothly because now you are in alignment. So I'm seeing like an alignment. And the number here is 20, when we add all the numbers together. And, we know that 2 is all about peace, love, and harmony. It's also about patience. So be patient with yourself when you're shedding this skin and shedding these people and shedding these situations and following your purpose, you know? Get out of your head, and because you have to have faith. So 0, 20, the 0 and the 20 is all about having faith in a higher power and coming full circle. So you are ascending. It's a beautiful thing. Okay, moving on to number 2. Okay, so number 2. If you are an 11 life path or a number 2, this is for you. So the song that came through was The Warmth by Incubus. And immediately the lyric that stood out to me was, don't let the world bring you down. Not everyone here is that fucked up and cold. Remember why you came and why you're alive. Experience the warmth before you go. So I think we forget sometimes why we're here, you know. Not everybody is cold, not everybody is unsupportive, and there are a lot of them out there, you know, but we don't focus on them. Always focus on the good. There's this great quote by Mr. Rogers, and he was saying that his, you know, there was like a bombing or something that was happening on TV, and his mom told him, don't focus on the mayhem and the pain. Focus on the helpers. There's always helpers, you know, so that's telling you to focus on the positive. You know, for every person that's an a-hole out there, there is somebody who's got a heart full of gold and warmth and is ready to share it with you. Okay, so immediately what I'm getting, I love that we got White Witch and the High Priestess. That is very intuitive energy. This is an amazing reading if you got this. Everything is beautiful. I think we forget that sometimes, you know. And the rabbit is all about cycles and rhythms. And that's, you know, I love that the White Witch came through because both of them are, you know, harnessing the power of Mother Earth. You know, earth, wind, water, fire, north, west, east, south. You know, using your abilities to connect with Mother Earth, you know, the Mother Goddess. And, you know, I'm also seeing the rabbit over here. 1 second. So this is like the force field, right? He's protected. So we got this like rabid rabbit who's like trying to come get him, but he's protected. He's like, fool. You cannot touch me. Look at me. Like, it almost looks like he has his arms stretched out. And it reminds me of Da Vinci, the man, you know, with his arms stretched out. How am I forgetting the name of that right now? But you know what I'm talking about. You know, when you stretch out the arms, and that's your energetic space, you know, you have your energetic space. And, you know, I'm seeing the red, which is fear. And it's like keeping that out. My happy bubble does not include you, rabid rabbit, right? But it's also, you know, rebirthing. I'm seeing like, you know, you are in your cocoon and you are protected while you're in that cocoon because you're going to be ready to be reborn. Right? And it's number 7, which is all about truth, love, peace. I'm sorry. It's about faith. It's about truth. It's spirituality, going inward. Sorry, my dog distracted me for like a split millisecond. Okay, so and then we're moving on to Everything is Beautiful. You know, it's the number 5, which is about freedom. It's about adventure, you know, and it says, get ready to be dumbfounded in the best possible way. You will be speechless at how beautiful your life really is. Things that once seemed common, that you often took for granted, are about to show off their true colors. Real beauty is about to come into focus. You can thank the universe later. Yes, so as we begin to awaken, we start seeing things from our third eye. And so things that we didn't really notice before, now we're noticing them. And now we're like, oh, wow, okay, I'm seeing things differently now. So, and I love that we got number 2 over here as well, because this is reading number 2. And, you know, Archangel Haniel, listen to your intuition, have patience, consider what you want before acting. And I'm seeing a book here. So if you are reading a book or you're writing a book, but I'm seeing a book here. And I'm seeing all this gold Christ consciousness energy, you know, Christ conscious energy, connecting to the higher source, right? Sorry, there's not a lot of light in here. I'm trying to see what the card has to offer. But yeah, So let's see what Haniel has to say about things. And, you know, silence is golden, you know, study spiritual topics. So that's what the book is like saying, like, you know, I know a lot of people have like a little bit of ADD and it's hard for them to focus on things, or they have things going on and it's hard to shut that off. But it's like asking you to really take some time to focus, because there's some information that's going to be coming to you and you need to be receptive and open for it. And it's telling you to keep your dreams and desires to yourself, learn from emotional situations. So yeah, that's the protection, right? You want to protect your ideas, you know, because there are going to be people that are jealous and, you know, they want to bring you down, you know, but don't worry about them. Focus on the warmth, right? Focus on the warmth. Focus on the good people. Focus on the helpers, okay? And it says, you drew this card because the answers you seek lie in your feelings and emotions. Trust your intuition. So yeah, we got a lot of owl energy over here, and we got the horns. So whenever I see the stag horns, that's also intuition. So we have like double, triple intuition here. So really focus on that. And I'm seeing the star here, the pentagram, that's like also protection. You're protected. Okay, so don't focus on the people that are jealous. Don't focus on the other, you know, don't focus on any of that. Focus on you, on what you're doing. Okay, and I'm seeing transformation. So I am seeing you're transforming. Okay. And yeah, it's saying have patience. You know, the 2 is about patience sometimes, and sometimes they are not very patient. So this is asking you to be patient. Don't rush into things, okay? And don't let the world bring you down. Not everybody here is that fucked up and cold, okay? So, White Witch, love it. She's got, you know, like elderberries. So I'm seeing like elder energy, like harnessing elder energy. So the owl, all this like real, like intuitive elder energy is here. And she's even got like wings on her chest. Like it almost looks like a tattoo of maybe a fairy or a butterfly right there. And she's got, you know, she's very connected to earth. It's a beautiful card. She's got all that green, which is all about love. So take the higher road. Choose the light. Remove yourself from lower energy experiences. Absolutely. So it's also saying no matter what is happening to or around you, you have a choice. So choose not to be pulled into drama, bickering energies that are going to limit your joy. So yeah, get yourself out of those things. You know, you are an incredible person who can really bring light, except when you put yourself in situations that people are purposely draining you. You know, they want your light. They want your ideas. They want all this stuff, you know. So focus on the good. Or maybe you're the one who is causing the drama. You know, this is like, I don't really see that though. But I see sometimes subconsciously we do without even knowing. Whether it's like you said something to somebody that caused uproar and you didn't even mean it to be anything bad. But somehow that creates an uproar. So, you know, be careful how you word things to others. Don't create drama where there is no drama needed, you know? And shine the light that you were born to share. Boom and boom. So yeah, Incubus, the warmth. Check it out. Moving on to your guys' number was 14, which is number 5, which is 5 over here, which I already said was about freedom. But since it's 14, that's about leadership and building a solid foundation for the future with your original ideas. So that's going to lead to your freedom. So think about it. Write it down. Journal it. Journal your ideas. Bring them into fruition. Use your left and right brain to create. Okay? Moving on to number 3. Okay, musing right along to number 3, guys. All right. So, boom, boom, boom. The song that came through was 311 Freeze Time. So, a couple of lyrics that resonate with me on there are get with your rhythm, get with your nature, and remember it in your synapses. So that's telling me that all you need to know is encoded in your DNA. and you just need to bring it up to the surface. And I'm also seeing crown chakra. So when our crown chakra is up, it's almost as if you're like freezing time. And I'm also seeing, like, a long time ago, there was this show where this little girl used to like put her fingers together and everything would freeze. So like I'm seeing alien stuff for some reason. Anyway, okay, so we got Frog. You know, Frog is all about detoxing. But I'm also seeing him, this little frog, as like, you know, like Prince Charming, or the prince, the princess and the frog. You know, she kisses the frog and he turns into the prince. So whether that's you or someone else, I'm seeing it as a new person entering your life. I don't know, this is not a love reading, but I'm getting love out of this for some reason. Partially over here is what I'm getting. But over here, I'm getting humanitarianism, wisdom, you know, number 9, wise. And I'm seeing a muse, like you're somebody's muse, or somebody is your muse. So I'm not sure, it could go both ways, right? So number 29, which we know that's number 11, which is the inspiring leader. It's all about intuition. So I'm seeing a lot of intuition going on here, a lot of water. So a lot of emotion, a lot of intuition, a lot of following your heart, following your intuition. Got the owl over here. We got grounding. So learning how to ground yourself. So that energy just, it's like the figure 8. It's like this, you know, let me just do this. So it's like the energy goes, whoo, here's your crown and here's your grounding. And it's like, whoo, 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 infinite. So, you know, the frog is all about cleansing. So it's talking about cleansing yourself, your mind, body, and spirit, and environment as well. So if you've been, you know, eating not so good lately, maybe, you know, do a little detox, do a little cleanse. It's also drinking a lot of water. You know, it's asking you to drink a lot of water, but also cleanse your environment. What's around you? You know, we want to open up that crown chakra, but we need to get rid of things, you know, around us. So what is the crown chakra? It is detachment from everything. So let go of things that have a lot of energetic connection. So like things, you know, maybe a gift from an ex or something, throw it away. You don't need it. Or give it to somebody. Give it away to somebody who might need it. Okay? But like, yeah, it's cleansing inside and outside. Your thought patterns, your addictions, whatever. Okay? So moving on to musing right along. And I am seeing once again that the, you know, higher heart chakra and crown and third eye chakra. So muse, and I'm seeing that you are a muse. You are somebody's muse. You inspire somebody to write. You inspire somebody to write a song. You inspire somebody to paint artwork. You inspire somebody to be better. You inspire somebody to follow their dreams. That's what I'm seeing, musing right along. So might as well write your acceptance speech. Your creative mojo is in rare form. Inspired ideas, brilliant schemes, and colossal plans are streaming in from every direction, courtesy of your inner muse. So get out a bucket and drink in the sweet nectar of inventiveness and fun. And I'm seeing drinking in the sweet nectar hummingbirds. So maybe you've been seeing a lot of hummingbirds lately, or bees. So that's a lot of crown chakra. You know, when we begin to see that, it's the crown chakra activity. Okay, moving on to Page of Water. So, oh, I love this. It's like totally like, I said alien stuff up here. I'm seeing it here as well, because the sea creatures that are here are to me the aliens of the sea, the C-E-T. So a new person enters your life. A relationship begins a new phase. Heightened psychic abilities. So yeah, you guys are like on point with the psychic awareness lately. It's on point. Page of Water. You know, a lot of emotions. You're learning how to use those things, and it's like the empath. So you're learning how to, I'm not going to say harness your empath abilities, but you're learning how to be a productive empath. You know, some empaths, when they start off, they don't want to be around people. They feel like they need all this protection, and really you don't. That comes from a place of fear. Protection, all this protection stuff comes from a place of fear. When you are the light, you don't require all that stuff. You don't require all the rituals. You don't require any of that because you're wise, right? Harness that that Native American elder spirit, you know. They are protected and guided by their ancestors and by God and Mother Earth, you know. You don't need all these, you know, I'm seeing like rituals being superstitious. It's like being superstitious. You know, I don't do that in my readings. Like I don't shuffle a lot. I don't do all these things that people feel that they need to do do this. It's like everything's already divinely guided and protected, and you cannot go wrong. So, Page of Water. So a new person or emotion rousing situation enters your life. So maybe you're meeting new people that are really arousing your, you know, they're arousing you. They're inspiring you to be the better you, or you're inspiring them. So it's also it could be the start of a friendship or romance, or the renewal of an old one from the past, or one that you're currently in. You know, a current relationship may enter a new phase. So, you know, it's important to discuss your feelings, and your intuition and psychic abilities are heightened right now. So, and I'm seeing a love letter. I'm seeing, like, whether you're writing a love letter to yourself or to someone else, or they're writing it to you, but I'm seeing a love letter. I'm seeing a lot of imagination, a lot of art projects, a lot of artistic ideas, and a lot of dreaming. So a lot of dreams happening, right? You're dreaming them. Write them down, because a lot of these dreams are inspiring, and you can make movies out of the dreams that you have. So, and then finally we get to Wise One. One second, because these are a fairly new deck, so I made some notes on these. So, Wise One, you know, so we have the feather, which is grounding. We have the black and white, which is the yin and yang and the balance. We have the crow. This crow's been popping around a lot, and they always bring you a gift. So, like, he's got this blue thing in his mouth. So he's giving you the gift of communication, the gift of art, you know, the gift of the throat chakra, expressing yourself. You have the gift to express yourself. The 3 is all about communication, creativity. You have the gift. He's bringing you it. You already have it. But, you know, look at, she's already got it. But he keeps bringing her more. Like, here, I'm bringing you more inspiration. Use it, right? And then we have the moon here, which is all about intuition as well. And we have stargazers here. So I'm seeing a lot of night. I'm also seeing stargazing over here. So looking up to the stars. E.T., I'm seeing extraterrestrial. So looking up to the sky, looking up to the stars. Your star family. I'm seeing star seed, star family. And she's cloaked in turquoise. So once again, more communication, divine feminine. We have all the divine feminine. It's like, you know, the moon, the divine feminine energy. It's like we've lived in the left brain for so long, and now we're moving into the right brain. We've lived in that masculine energy for too long, and now we're coming into our feminine energy, and we're learning how to balance. It's like riding the wave. It's beautiful. It's like you have this elder spirit. You are an elder. Okay, and the number that this all broke down to 21, because the page is considered a 10. So it all broke down to 21, which is back down to 3. So yeah, 2 is about peace, love, and harmony, and 1 is about inspiration and leadership and inventiveness. So this is asking you to lead the way with love and communicate love and your inventive ideas, and bring the 2, the left and the right brain, together to create. Sorry, I got a boo-boo on my finger. Bring it together to create. Okay, awesome. Moving on to number 4. Okay, moving on to number 4. So, the song that came through for you guys, was Como la Flor, like from Selena. If you know, it's a Spanish song. And the song is usually about heartbreak, but for some reason I'm not seeing that here. It could be possible that you're going through a heartbreak, or, you're seeing somebody and you're letting them go. It's like destruction of a relationship. Like, okay, I thought that we were going to be together, but I guess not. So I just send you off with love, and I'm sorry it didn't work out. But I'm seeing it more like, well, como la flor, but it also sounds like coma to me. So like, when you're waking from a coma, everything is disoriented, right? It's almost like you're waking up. You're waking up from a long slumber. You're awakening. Your third eye, everything's awakening, and it's like, whoa! Like you just woke from a coma. Like, is this real? What is going on? But I'm also seeing like the flower, so blooming. So I'm seeing that you've been seeing a lot of flowers lately. You've been noticing flowers more than usual. So what is a flower? It's blooms, and it also is higher crown chakra energy. And I love that, over here we've got 10, and over here we've got 10. So 28 is 10, 46 is 10, 10, 10, 1, 1, so 11, 3, 11. So very, very cool. Synchronicity. So 1010 is the completion of cycles and starting something new. So the wrecking ball is coming through. And, you know, wrecking ball usually sometimes will signal destruction. But in this case, I'm seeing it's like tearing things down, like the tower, right? So you can build something better in its place. You know, something is dilapidated and done. And now it's like, well, now we got to like build something else, right? So I'm also seeing, so the wildebeest is about travel. But I'm also seeing these magical horns. So a lot of intuition, like you're waking up, the intuition's here. It's like, whoa. And, you know, so the Shaolin master, he's intuitive. He knows how to harness that energy. So that's what I'm getting here. You know, the power of your energy, the power of creation. So I'm seeing that over here as well. Transformation, letting go of the old stuff to making way into the new. So the 4 is all about, they're the builder, you know, 22 and 4, the master builder. And, you know, they create they have the power to manifest and create. You know, they are the worker bees. They get stuff done. And when they're not following their path and their passion, they can get very depressed and very sullen and very like, what is my purpose? You know? So it's about finding what you really love doing and doing it, you know? However that resonates for you. So, wildebeest, you know, it's time to go. It's time for a clean break, a fresh start, or a change in location, because abundance and renewal are just around the corner, right? So you've reached your peak or exhausted your resources in your current place that you're at now. So it's time to move on and embrace something new. Use your intuition to guide you on this journey, because your future glows with potential. So all you got to do is believe. Okay, so... and that's number 10. Once again, number 1, new beginnings. So let's start this new beginning. Let's, you know, let go of the old. I know a lot of people have attachments to things and people and situations, and it's like, what will I do without them? And it's like your crown chakra will only open up when you let go, of attachments. Okay, so wrecking ball, and I'm seeing that willpower to actually do it. The willpower to let go of what no longer serves you. You know, this is it. This is the willpower. So lighting up that solar plexus chakra. So, you know, exciting new things are ready. You know, all you got to do is change your perspective on them. A lot of people also sometimes don't want to leave situations because they don't want to hurt somebody, but it's like, well, you're just hurting yourself in the process. What's more important? You're always more important, because when you fill your love cup, you're able to fill others' cups. Okay? So, moving on, 3 of Earth. So, the power of creativity, recognition for very high quality work, and be a team player. So, yeah. Be open to co-create with others. Right? And the 3 is all about creating, so creativity. And it's the pentacle. So that's, you know, making money off things that your creative talents. So making money off your creative talents. And, you know, moving up in your career, teaching others. So I'm seeing Reiki here, right here. The Shaolin master is like energy, harnessing energy. So teaching others maybe how to heal or how to do, or teaching others something of lasting value, right? Meditation, how to quiet themselves, you know. And it's also saying you may join a group or organization. It's important to be a team player and cooperate with others on projects, right? So focus upon what you're passionate about. That's the key. Open up and blossom like the flower, right? And Shaolin Master, I love it because we're seeing the dragon energy. I'm also seeing Game of Thrones for some reason. And the number, is it 22? So 422, Game of Thrones. For some reason, I'm also seeing this praying mantis. And, you know, what is the praying mantis? It's very still. So the answers will come to you when you are still. You know, he's cloaked in orange, which is all about creativity. So the answers will come to you. Inspiration. I'm calling it divine inspiration, like it's coming down. But I'm also seeing that dragon as a snake, like the Kundalini energy. So getting stuck on that, oh, here's a little orange. Getting stuck on the sacral chakra, right? Don't get stuck there. A lot of people get stuck there with addiction, a lot of food addiction, drug addiction, porn addiction, sex addiction. We want to move past that, okay? We got to like curb our addictions. So shell and master, you know, slow and steady, breathe and flow, take a gentle approach. So be like water. You're being guided to flow like water, you know, blow like air and connect with your purest intentions. Don't feel you need to rush ahead. You know, be gentle, move with subtlety and grace, and focus, you know, slow down. Absolutely. Shaolin monk. And I don't know if you guys have ever heard of these monks in Tibet. It's in a book called The Holographic Universe by Michael Talbot. And it talks about these monks that are able to manifest in their hand an apple, right? And so these scientists came in and they couldn't believe it. They weren't allowed to videotape it. So they came in and they got the apple and they went and they cut the apple and it had the same molecular structure as an apple. So, you know, we are able to manifest things into existence. All it takes is focus, deep focus. So I'm getting focus. Okay, and I'm also seeing smell the flowers because they will open up your crown chakra and give you that divine inspiration. So flowers, don't cut them. You know, we don't want to kill the flower, you know, but just if you're passing by somewhere that has these beautiful flowers, smell the flowers. Okay, moving on to number 5. Oh wait, did I give you guys your number already? Oh yeah, it's number 5. So 1010. You know, it's the mirror, it's coming into balance. It's like being balanced. And it's the number, it breaks down to the number 5, which is all about freedom. So you are free, you are adventurous. All you got to do is follow your creative ideas, right? Use your creation, use your ability to create, your creativity. Make things run smoothly. Okay, moving on. Okay, guys, number 5. So the song that came through for you guys is Seeing Stars by Borns, B-O-R-N-S. So that one talks about the missing puzzle piece that you've been trying to find and looking up to the stars for answers. I have a feeling there's another reading that came through as well. You might find that reading. It might resonate with you. Like I said, this is a collective reading, so watching it the whole way through is one collective message. And I'm seeing visuals. I'm seeing lightheadedness. I'm seeing visuals like off the corner of your eye, little sparks, little dots, little things. Almost like, you know, when you're lightheaded and you see stars. I'm seeing that. And that is your third eye opening up, that crown chakra, third eye energy, which is interesting because it's right here as well. They both have the third eye opening up. And I love this because it's like seeing things from all different perspectives. Upside down, downside up. It's like upside down world up in here. What is going on? Seeing things and, you know, the two coming together to create the one. So I love the mountain zebra because it's the number 4, which is all about, you know, logic, teaching, practicality, dependability. It's the worker bee as well. But I'm also seeing like a striped horse. So I'm seeing horses for some reason, because I see a horse over here as well. So I don't know if horses have anything to do with you, but I'm seeing horse energy, a horse totem perhaps. But, you know, what I love about the mountain zebra is, you know, they've got these little hooves. They're sturdy and they can fit small crevices, so they secure their footing for safe arrival. So, you know, just as zebras can secure their opportunities and overcome obstacles, so can you. So zebra ensures your safe arrival at your destination. Choose what brings you pure joy. You know, take action on your dreams. Yada, yada, yada. You know, opportunities. It's all about opportunities, right? And, you know, I'm seeing it's like stay rooted and grounded, but I'm seeing bring it here. So 411. What's the 411? You know what the 411 is. It's like people come to you for, what's the 411? Tell me. Tell me what's happening in my life. So people come to you for that. Because I'm seeing the 11 here, which is intuition, inspiring leadership. So you inspire others with what you got to say, right? Because I'm seeing communication. So you communicate. So bring it, 11, and, you know, that's the 1111, the awakening number. You know, you are brave and fearless these days. Even if it doesn't feel that way, you are being called to take off your armor and leap Today is the day to call fear out as the wimpy imposter that it is. It's time to go for it. So yeah, so take a leap. I've been getting leap a lot. Whoops, sorry. Yeah, visuals, lightheadedness, missing puzzle piece. It's like, you got to look up those lyrics because that's the song from the universe to you. Seeing stars. I feel like you're a star. You are a star, you don't even know it. I love the fives. They are the star. They are the life of the party. They're adventurous, they're fun, they're expressive. So I love this Queen of Air, independent, experienced, realistic, and witty. Yes, you're very witty as well. Objective decision making, clearing away all that no longer serves you, seeing the humor in situations. So you're fun. You see the humor in things, right? Sometimes you can get your little logical side going, but it's all about balance. It's about the balance and bringing it together. And see how she's got, she's looking into the crystal ball. She's like the seer. So very intuitive energy here, with the 11 here and then the Queen of Air here is very intuitive energy. And I'm seeing breathing techniques, breathing. But I'm also seeing there's a feminine and a masculine energy. So this is like twin flame energy as well. I don't know how that's coming through, but I'm seeing stars here as well. So I'm seeing like Lieutenant Ashtar, the commander. I don't know if that will resonate. That might not resonate with everybody, but I'm seeing that connection with, because he looks like Lieutenant Ashtar. And I'm just getting guided to say it. But I'm seeing a lot of like sacred geometry hidden in plain sight. So like the matrix, right? This is a matrix, and those patterns are hidden in plain sight. It's the nature. Nature speaks. Nature is God, right? And I love this. He's got like all these like tattoos, but they're like crop circles and stuff, and he's got the tree energy. The tree wisdom is like he's encloaked in the tree. It's almost like he's the hermit because he's got the staff, but he's got the feathers and he's got the love. He's got the green feathers, and that's all about love and your heart chakra and connection to nature and being protected by nature. You're the earth guardian. Stay rooted and grounded. Right? Very beautiful. I love this card. She's got the whole world in her hands, and, he's just kind of an afterthought. Like, she's focusing on her stuff right now. He's doing his thing, which, he's going to come in, right? But she's just got to focus on her stuff and he'll come in. I'm getting like this twin flame energy here. Interesting. Okay. This is not a love reading, but for some reason it's turning into like a twin flame, So stay rooted and grounded because this is it's like twin flame destiny type of stuff. Bring it! It's already been brought in. So Earth Guardian. Yeah, take time to connect deeply with the energy of Earth so that you can feel supported and make decisions based on strength and integrity. So, take time to ground yourself. It's important to plant seeds that are going to grow into something beautiful rather than turn into a weed you have to deal with. So it's about planting the right seeds, because a lot of people are planting seeds, and yes, they are planting weeds here and there, and it's like constantly having to pull those weeds out of their auric field. It's like we don't want to plant those seeds anymore. We want to be very careful of the seeds that we plant. We want to harvest wildflowers and beautiful lotuses and, trees, lasting beauty. So this is asking you also for grounding, to go outside and connect, ground your feet in the dirt. Even if it's freaking snowing, find a little patch of dirt and jump up and down it for like, 3 jumping jacks worth. And just get that energy flow throughing. There's a lot of other ways to ground, but that's my favorite way to ground. Also hugging and touching a tree, blessing it and thanking it for, for its wisdom, for its knowledge, for its oxygen. Without that tree, we've got nothing. No oxygen. I mean, I guess we could have faux oxygen, but we got to just thank Mother Earth. So this is like asking you to connect with Mother Earth, connect with nature. Get with your rhythm, get with your nature. And the number was number 7, so 16, 7, which is all about spirituality, meditation, going inward. So yes, meditate in nature. If you can't meditate in nature, open a window and just look outside and gaze and see what nature brings you, because nature speaks. All you got to do is be willing to listen to what it has to say. You might not, when you hear a bird chirp, right? You don't understand it, but you're your soul understands it because it speaks the same language. Okay? Okay, moving on to number 8. Oh, sorry, number 6. Woo. I'm like time traveling here. Okay, moving on. Okay, moving on to number 6 here. Okay, the song that came through was Say It Ain't So by Weezer. Whenever I think of Weezer, I think of coughing, like wheezing. So, throat chakra, communication. And the lyric that stood out to me was, Dear Daddy, I write you in spite of years of silence. You cleaned up, found Jesus, etc. And so it's a reconciliation with, family, friends, or, somebody. Reconciliation. And this bottle awakens ancient feelings. So sometimes when we drink, our feelings come up, and it's like, because we haven't let those things go or we haven't healed them. So this is talking about healing past stuff. So past life trauma or past relationships that are in this lifetime that you thought you healed, but you haven't because they keep coming up. This is telling you to let it go. Heal those ancient feelings. And it's like drowning your sorrows in alcohol or whatever. But I'm also getting ayahuasca. I don't know why. I'm getting ayahuasca. Like, this bottle awakens ancient feelings. So like when we sip from a bottle of, the gods' nectars, it awakens and it stirs ancient feelings in us. And I love that Medicine Mother came through as well with that song. How I got all that out of a Weezer song, I don't know. But that's what I get. Awakens ancient feelings. So ayahuasca or a combo, or maybe you're looking into Mother Earth medicine, plant medicine, because I'm seeing the chakras awakening here, and I'm seeing a lot of like intuition, because a hairball. When I think of hairball, I think of when we have long hair. See, she's got like this long hair. Connection to. It heightens our intuition. Not saying go grow your hair long or anything, because the intuition is actually inside you. And sometimes when we cut off that, it's like cutting off our hair. It's like we also cut off all that stuff that no longer serves us. They're called dreadlocks because we're, it's all the stuff, right? That we hold on to. It's just like letting it go. So it's okay, It's okay to cut your hair. I'm seeing like hairstylist as well. So like hairstylist. Some sort of hair. Blue. Communication. Okay. So lilac breasted roller. Whenever I see lilac breasted roller, I think of the lilac flower, and I'm thinking of the song Lilac Wine by Jeff Buckley. But I'm seeing all this rainbow stuff flying like that, and I'm also seeing the peace sign right here. So like inner peace, that flying, like that hippie energy, right? Like, look at this Mother Earth. She's like, this got this hippie free energy. Lilac breasted roller, and it's a number 10. So it's like new beginnings. It's like letting go of old stuff, letting go of the hairball, cough it up, wheezing, coughing up, hairball, cats. It's like word association. Whenever I do my readings, it's like word association. Like, what do you see in this image? Cats. Okay, so. And speak your truth. I'm seeing speak your truth. Like you got a hairball in your throat and you're coughing up the Weezer thing, wheezing, coughing up because you're not speaking your truth. So when we're not speaking our truth, our throat chakra starts acting up, and we get sore throats, and we get bronchitis, and we get all that stuff because we're not speaking our truth. We're lying a lot, or we're not speaking our truth. So this is asking you to start communicating truthfully. Okay. So. Lilac breasted roller is also about reconciliation. So it's asking about peace, peaceful reconciliation with those. Forgive yourself or someone else that you're harboring resentment towards. Lilac gives you the opportunity to release all negativity. And I'm seeing lilac as in like also the color lilac and the crown chakra, connecting, like realizing we are all one, and it's all part of this play. It's a part of the play. Everybody plays their role. If they hurt you, they're part of the play. They're part of the theater act. And they're hurting you because, that now let's see how you react. And so this is like, how are you reacting to these theater actors, right? I'm almost seeing like, when families fighting and stuff and you get so involved and you're like, get so worked up. Look at it in a disconnected way. Look at it from up here, from a higher perspective. And like if you're watching a reality TV show, and just laugh at it. Just laugh at it. 6 is all about like family and balance, and you know, so a lot of family stuff happens and we get so attached to it. It's like, just laugh. It's funny, you know. People get so serious. Why so serious? Like, just laugh at it. So reconciliation, communicate with, you know, divine prayer, healing words, or compassionate actions. You know, so even if you don't forgive them physically, pray for them. Pray for them. Pray for yourself. Okay, so moving on to little hairball. So this talks about it's number 5. So it's about freedom and adventure, and, you know, but freedom is what I'm seeing. Being free to express yourself. So the hairball means that you're not expressing yourself. I'm getting like, you want to say something, but you're not. So small little tangle, no big deal. Last thing you want to do is get your knickers in a knot. It will all smooth out as soon as you stop, take a deep breath, and realize it's time to hand it off to the universe. The dude to the rescue. Oh, I love the dude from Big Lebowski. So move aside. So yeah, let all that stuff go. Let all that family drama go. It doesn't, whatever, you know, let it go. So, and I'm also seeing, so Page of Fire is all about good news, creative projects, believing in yourself. Love this. So look at, she's co-creating with this dragon here. I'm seeing Game of Thrones here as well. Co-creating with this dragon. She's like, you know, I forgot what her name is, the one that on Game of Thrones, she's the mother dragon mother. This is what this reminds me of. But she's gorgeous. But yeah, so she's also got the world in her hands. She can create. All she has to do is honor her inner knowing, right? Whenever I see this, I think of like Mother Earth. She's this Mother Earth goddess. Harness the gifts that you were given to create your reality, right? And so good opportunities are coming. The angels guide you to wholeheartedly embrace this new endeavor that's coming. It may seem like a challenge, but it's one you're ready for. So dazzle people with your originality and ingenuity. Yes, you are inventive. This is the number 1 over here, is inventive. You got divine inspiration from source. So follow your intuition. And then we got the medicine mother here. Oh, I love her. She is gorgeous. Look at her. She is fierce and she is gorgeous. So what I'm seeing is snakes. So I'm seeing Kundalini energy, right? And seashells. And I'm seeing infinity. So the number 8. And I'm seeing dragonflies, which is all about transformation. So it's like you're transforming now. Everybody that's watching this reading is going through their transformation. But I'm seeing the seashells, like, you know, Michelle's. And all this, like, the horn here is intuition. And it's like a lot of intuition. But I'm also seeing this, like, dragonfly up here. So her third eye and the way she sees things is transforming now. She's seeing all angles. So infinity is everything and all. So when we connect with our crown, see, she's got like this like sun crown. This like, it looks like her head is the sun. So I'm seeing the sun, the sun goddess, even though it's medicine mother. But it's honor your inner knowing. And she's cloaked in blue, a lot of blue. So communication, you know, honor what you do. Communicate what you know. So take action. Do what you need to do. There's an old pattern rising up in you now, and it's time to deal with it and release it for good. You're being encouraged to love and respect yourself enough to take the steps you know you need to take to move closer to where you'd like to be. You already know the answers. You know what you need to do. You've been using delayed tactics or holding back, but now you are being guided to take action. Action requires courage, but your angels and guides are bringing you the courage to move forward. Take just one step. When you do, the next step will be presented to you. Yes, all you gotta do is take the one step. It's like when you start a scavenger hunt, right? They give you the one clue, and then that clue leads to another clue, and then so on and so on and so forth. So I'm seeing like a scavenger hunt. I'm seeing like, you know, a maze. Like she's looking down at like labyrinth of like, oh, look at, I know, my higher self knows exactly where this little girl needs to be, right? So all you got to do is tap into that, and you'll know exactly what you need to do, what steps you need to take. All you got to do is take the first step. So, and let's see what the numbers were here. So the number was 7. So all together it adds up to the number 7. And that's about going inward. So honor your inner knowing. And how do you get that inner knowing? By meditating. So meditate, yoga, tai chi, however, anything that slows you down and allows you to focus, right? So go inward and speak your truth. It's the number 7. So however you're not speaking your truth, this is asking you to start speaking your truth. You don't have to lie. If people are not accepting you when you tell them the truth, then they're not people that need to be in your life to begin with. You know, we got to cut a lot of attachments as we ascend, because the crown chakra is let go of attachments that no longer serve us. And if we're not able to be truthful and authentic around certain people, then they're not the people that are meant to be in our life. And that includes family as well. If we have to lie to family about ourselves and who we are, then maybe we need to cut ties with them. Okay, so thank you very much. Moving on to number 7. Okay, guys, so moving on to number 7. The song that came through was Mumford & Sons, I Will Wait For You. So that talks about using my head and my heart in unison to make the right decisions and waiting for somebody. I will wait for you, whether this is a twin flame or a soulmate or however, or maybe waiting for yourself to get to a place, being patient with yourself. But, and it's also talking about forgiving, but not forgetting. And this is the thing, when we forgive somebody, we have to forget. Okay? When we forgive, we're saying we're not going to bring it up anymore. We're forgiving. We're moving on. Because when you forgive and you don't forget, you bring it up. That's not forgiving anymore. So this is saying if you're going to forgive somebody, you must also forget. Okay? Learn from the experience, yes, but also just forget about it and move on. Because otherwise it's not forgiveness. Okay, Mumford & Sons. And like I said, no more lies. Number 7, you know. And I know the song says print my spirit gold, so that's Christ consciousness. So, you know, the 7 is the faith seeker. They're the truth seeker. And, you know, they're really connecting with that higher self, that higher knowing. So, you know, they're the truth seeker. So that tells me there's no more lies to be had. You know, you've been lied too many times and maybe you've been the liar. But this is saying that you have to be authentic now and in your truth. And in return, you will receive the same from others. And if you don't, they're not meant to be in your life. So easy as pie. I know it sounds easier than it's a lot easier said than done, I know. But that's part of the journey. That's part of why we're here. So I will wait for you. However that resonates for you. So we got Black Rhino. And Black Rhino is, you know, he's got these magical horns and, you know, he's been poached because of these magical horns, you know, but 2 is all about patience and in peace, love, and harmony. But it's also being extra sensitive to people's feelings. So being hurt, easily hurt. So, because I see great sadness over here. So like somebody hurt you or something like that. But, or maybe you hurt yourself, but it's the need, great sadness, take time to heal, the need to forgive yourself and others, and be fearless and stand strong in your convictions and what you feel. So I'm seeing a lot of heart chakra energy, a lot of heart healing. So something happened that hurt your feelings, hurt your heart, whether it was a friend or a relationship or a family, but somebody hurt you. And it's like, you know, or somebody passed away. But I'm seeing great sadness, healing. Okay, so Black Rhino's survival of self, you know, it's mostly a solitary animal. So, you know, the 7 is it's interesting that comes up for the 7 because the 7 is it's an introvert. And they're a lot of the times very introverted, depending on the numbers in their charts, because a lot of them could have 5s in there, which is an extrovert. So, but 7s are usually introverted. They're usually in their head a lot. It's almost like they're having conversations in their head. People think that they're not listening, but really they're the ultimate observer. So the Black Rhino has thick skin. So it's like, don't be worried. You know, it says this could be a signal for you not to be bothered by what others may say about you and the unique life path that you walk. Keep your head to the ground and fear not the magic of your horns. Use them as needed. Protect what you have created and have a good look at what drives you to survive. What aspect of yourself will you leave behind for future generations to follow? Forge forward for what you believe in, and as always, move through life with integrity. Yes, and I love that came through because that's what the 7's all about. It's about honesty and integrity. And if you're not being honest with yourself and with others about your journey, then you're not being your authentic self, right? And I'm seeing free falling. It's that feeling of nausea when you're falling. Have you ever been on a roller coaster when it free falls down? You're like, I'm getting this nauseous feeling. Like this whole journey is just making you nauseous. Seeing the truth behind things is making you nauseous. Like, wow, you're able to see people's intentions now where you weren't able to before, because now your intuition is like, boom, booyah. And now you're like, wow, I didn't realize that this is what it was like. This is what was behind the veil. It's almost like I'm seeing the Wizard of Oz when she goes behind the curtain and it's like, oh, holy cow, that's what was behind here this whole time? Huh. It's almost like very nausea, and it brings you great sadness. It's like, man, that really sucks. But yeah, so free falling, it's 5, it's freedom, adventure, and 0 is faith. So having faith that even though you're falling, you will be caught. Have faith. 7 is the faith seeker. We worry too much. This is saying have faith. You're not going to hit the ground. Just like in a roller coaster, it may free fall, but you never get hurt. It just stops. It's like you're cradled, like a little tiny little cradle. So it doesn't get much better than this. Deep radical trust that appearances mean nothing. It doesn't get much better than this. Deep radical trust that appearances mean nothing and that you and only you are the captain of your ship. What you say goes. You are in unrestrained motion and unseen forces are awaiting your command. So yes, you are the force. Use the force. So, the 3 of air, great sadness, take time to heal, the need to forgive yourself and others. So, yes, we always think that we know what's best, and I'm not forgiving them, and screw them, and this is saying, no, you have to forgive. You don't have to, but you want to grow, you need to and what is forgiving? Forgiving is not just saying, okay, I forgive you. It's actually doing the work, finding out why it was so hurtful. Why does it feel this way? Why and actually communicating and talking to somebody about it. And that's when you finally are able to heal and forgive. You can't just say you forgive and then move on and then still keep bringing the same stuff up over and over again. You can't say you forgive your parents and then keep bringing it up to others about, oh, I was hurt or, I was cheated on and You can't keep bringing up the hurt if you have forgiven. So, 3 of air, it's also about, relationship concerns, painful revelations. So like I was saying, yes, painful revelations of how the things and maybe finding out that somebody was not what they thought, what you thought they were, and realizing that you got to let it go. It's like, okay, I get it. Man, yeah, that's painful. I wish they could be somebody else, but no. So now you need to align yourself with somebody who's more on your frequency. This is his friends, relationships, family. It could be anybody. It could be a job. It can mean anything. But it's saying it's no longer aligned with you, and forgive yourself for having to move on, because sometimes we beat ourselves up about having to move on, and we stay in situations that we shouldn't stay in because we don't want to hurt another person's feelings. But it's like, well, now you're hurting yourself. Okay? So this is talking about being fearless. Be fearless, stand strong. And so I love this guy. He's the warrior, right? He's, every time I see this card, I think of like Australia, New Zealand, or like Hawaii or Fiji, because he looks like, the haka dancers that they do the dancing and stuff. And he's got like this awesome spear here. It's like a tiki spear, and he's got this protection feather with a little bit of white, which is connection to spirit. So he's divinely protected, and he's all about love, and he's a warrior of love, So, and he's all heart chakra. I'm also seeing like Gemini energy for some reason, but I'm seeing a lot of heart stuff here. It's just saying, go with your heart. Follow your heart. Your heart is never going to lie to you. And so the number 7, so all this broke down to the number 10, and so 10 is 1, but 10 in itself is new beginning. So this is saying it's time for a new beginning, and have faith. 0 is all about faith. So you got 2 zeros. You got the 10 and the 50. So you got 2 zeros there, saying that you are protected on both sides. You are protected and guided. All you got to do is follow your heart and be fearless and strong and move forward. And the universe rewards the fearless heart. So yeah, just, and there's a person out there that's waiting for you, whether it's a friend or whatever. They're waiting for you. I will wait for you. Nothing that is meant for you will ever pass you by. It's always going to be there waiting. If it's meant for you, it's there. Okay? All you got to do is be fearless and stand strong in your power and your truth. Okay? And I'm also hearing the song Free Falling by Tom Petty. And I'm free falling. So you might want to look up the lyrics to that as well. Okay? So, awesome. Moving on to number 8. Okay, guys, number 8. So, the song that came through for you guys was The Black Parade by My Chemical Romance. Now, anytime I think of My Chemical Romance, I think of addictions. So, you know, the dance with the addiction, the dance with the devil. But Black Parade is about cancer and losing somebody we love to cancer. But the lyrics always say, will you be the savior of the broken, the beaten, and the damned? And it talks about as a father, you know, that takes them to a parade, to see a parade. And the Black Parade is the parade for those who have cancer, you know. So, and it talks about we'll carry on. Even if we lose them, we carry on, you know. That's how we honor them. You know, we can't be stuck in grief forever because they don't want that. They don't want you constantly in grief. They want you to carry on living and loving the way that they would have wanted you to. So, that is what I got from the Black Parade. So, addictions as well. So, letting go of addictions. In moderation. I always say in moderation. I always tell people, you know, yeah, have a chemical romance. As long as it's in moderation and you're not hurting anybody, you know, but honor your body as well. Detox every so often. I'm not here to tell you what to do. That's you. That's on you. Okay? All right. So, because trust in yourself, trust and thrive. You have your intuition, you know. And I love the warthog. Love. So, the warthog is all about inner glowing. If you look at it. And there's two of them there, right? And they've got these beautiful horns. And these horns they signal intuition to me. So, and I see 20. So 2, that's intuition. That's peace, love, harmony. But it's 0 and having faith. Having faith in love. Love will get you through. That's what I'm getting. Have faith that love will get you through. Love is the most powerful force in the universe. And I'm hearing that Sade song. It's only love that gets you through. Sade. So, warthog. So, inner glow. Stop being so concerned about what is on the outside. Your title in life, what you represent, wear, drive, and what other people think are all inferior to the true you. Warthog is a reminder that what is truly important in life is what resonates on the inside. Your happiness. So it's not what's on the outside, it's what's on the inside that matters. Your happiness, your spirit, your personal truths, your sense of sacred self, and your connection to the divine creator. When you glow from within, you exude a tremendous light that shines through. Your greatest strength will always come from within. Warthog is reminding you that your divinity is your birthright. Honor your essence of your inner light and nourish your spirit today. Okay, so I'm just going to say this real quick. It is indeed what's on the inside. And the 8 has a tendency to be very materialistic and focus on what's on the outside. They tend to focus on how they look. They tend to focus on what kind of car they drive or what kind of house they have. And they tend to focus very materialistic stuff. So this is saying just let that go. Usually if you have other numbers in your chart, that'll deflect that. So you might not be so materialistic. But usually the 8 in itself, by itself, is a very materialistic number. As you ascend and grow in spirituality, you overcome that aspect. It's like moving on up to the 9. So you're moving on up to the 9, the humanitarian, you know, when you master that number. So moving on to 10, over your shoulder boulder holder. So 1 is new beginnings, and once again, have faith. So have faith in love, it'll get you through. Have faith in the new beginnings, you are taken care of. You are, you know, a lot of 8s worry about money. Either they have it or they don't. You know, and it's always, money revolves around a lot of their stuff. It's saying like, new beginnings, it's okay, everything will be fine. All you have to do is have faith and believe that everything will be. So, and over your shoulder also reminds me of feeling like you're being watched. So as your third eye begins to open, you kind of feel that people are watching you, like this little owl. Like, hey, people's over my shoulder, like, you know, you find that you get a little bit paranoid. So it's asking you to work on your other chakras to bring the third eye into balance. I'm seeing the yellow, so willpower. Work on the solar plexus, your gut, so then you're not always just trying to see from the third eye. We want to bring it all into unison: gut, heart, and mind, right? So it talks about recurring patterns. You know, it says those who cannot remember the past are condemned to repeat them. That's baloney. You only repeat patterns when you continue to stare at them. So you get hypnotized and you act them out. So take one last look back if you must, and then say sayonara to these old patterns. They're done. You don't have to keep repeating the same patterns over and over again. And if you keep thinking about them, you're going to keep repeating them. So this is saying, get out of your head. Because the 8 is it can be very logical and gets very much in its head, and it keeps going and repeating the same. See how like the little stag's got like, he's repeating everything. Keep repeating it. So, Queen of Earth. So let's this be a good sign here. What was the song again? Yeah, Black Parade. So money, inheritance, some sort of money. Make time for those around you. Take a sensible approach. Deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. I mean, Queen of Earth is the Queen of Pentacles. This is all about money. So you're going to have abundance coming through. You got to trust that you're going to thrive. So trust and thrive comes through. These two both are next to each other, next to the 8. So that's a beautiful sign and synchronicity that money is coming, and you believe it. Trust and thrive. So look at her. She's got like this pot of gold, and it's like flying everywhere. And now she's able to distribute it to others because she's got so much coming in. She's like, oh, I can help you out, and I can help you out. But be careful who you help out. Make sure that the intentions are pure. But I'm seeing that you're thoughtful, you're creative, warm, sensible, or somebody's going to throw that money at you. Like somebody's got money and they're going to throw it at you, or you're going to throw it at them. All I know is that money's being thrown around. Right? And I love this stag. Oh, anytime I see that, that's beautiful sign synchronicity. When you begin to awaken, you start seeing this stag everywhere. So I have a feeling a lot of you have been seeing that stag. And, you know, what is stag? Stag is alone. When I think of stag, like a stag party or like a bachelor party. But let me just do a little quick, the Queen of Earth, you know, prosperity, a green thumb, a love of children and animals, and sensuality. She's sexy. Yeah, so down to earth. She's the queen of earth. She's the Queen of Pentacles. She's Mother Earth. She is the queen. She's the divine feminine is what I'm getting. And over here is the divine masculine. Anytime I see the stags, this is twin flame here. Divine feminine, divine masculine coming together for eternity, to love, the power of love, and create new beginnings, a new earth. So I'm seeing that energy here. And so come alive and thrive. Stand in your light and glory with grace and majesty. So you have an opportunity to thrive. Trust in all that you have to offer, all your gifts, strength, and power, and make the most of it. You were born to lead, and this can only become reality when you are willing to put yourself in that position. So you have to believe that you can. So stag energy allows you to feel safe because the antlers keep away anything that could interfere with your intelligence and presence. So you're being encouraged to retain your dignity and be proud of who you are and all that you've accomplished. Yeah, so get out of the materialistic. That's not you. What's you is what's on the inside, not what's on the outside. Onwards and upwards, okay? And I love that it's on page 133. So 33 is a master number of enlightenment. Getting a lot of enlightening energy here. And so 2, 3, so number 4. So building a foundation for the future. Teaching others how to have this abundance. How to shine their inner glow, you know? Number 4, the teacher. But it's also stability. So this stability is coming in. This money is coming in. All you got to do is have faith, trust in the universe, because somebody's watching you. They're watching out for you. Somebody's watching out for you. They see your inner glow and they're like, this person deserves it, and I'm going to give them, and I'm going to help them. So have faith. Have faith, you know, and quit going and revisiting old stuff. Let it all go. Like you keep revisiting the old stuff. Like, why did this go wrong? Why did this go wrong? Your intuition saying, stop, stop. You know why. It was part of the plan. You needed to go through those experiences. You needed to meet those people. It's like the theater act. It's like the theater act. You have all the players and the roles, and everybody's playing their role, and you are the star, and the star needs to keep going because there's a happy ending. And I'm not talking about like a massage parlor happy ending, but there could be. But yeah. So I see happy ending here. Stag and the divine masculine coming together. Divine masculine and feminine coming together. And the Trinity with 3 up here. So creating the Batman. Creating the superhero. Okay, so I'm getting silly now. Okay, moving on to number 9. Okay, finally we got to 9. I'm losing my noodle over here. Okay, so number 9. The song that came through for you guys is The Police. Don't stand so close to me. I'm hearing give me space, but I'm also seeing, you know, the song is about a love between a teacher and an older teacher and a younger student. So, or vice versa, older student, younger teacher. But I'm seeing like people jealous of this relationship, people jealous of the connection. That's what that song is about. People being jealous of it. Like, oh, you know, that's because they wish they had that. So, you know, give yourself space from those people if they have a problem with that kind of love, you know. Get away from those type of people. But I love this reading. I mean, this is awesome. 33, the Master Number of Enlightenment, the High Priestess card, Live Wire, and the Star card. Boom. This is awesome. This is a great closer outer. And the police also reminds me of people policing you. Like, everybody's nosing around, policing, seeing what's going on with you, talking, and it's like, who gives a hoot? Who gives a hoot? Move on. Okay, so I love that the owl came through, because the owls come through a lot in this reading, and this is a collective read, so this is just part of the collective read. And 9, so 33, the Master of Enlightenment, and I'm seeing these like birds above the owl. So not just the owl, but birds. You're seeing a lot of birds, and I'm seeing stars. So that reminds me of reading number 5, Borns. I'm seeing stars. So I might think that might resonate as well. But, you know, intuition, following the wisdom of the owl and the Master Number of Enlightenment, like being enlightened, having that wisdom and that knowledge and knowing things, right? So I'm going to read a little bit of the owl real quick. So the inner shaman, and it's on page 31, if that means anything to anybody. Shaman lives with his heart in 2 places. One lives within, and the other invisibly extends through the crown of his head, resting high above his auric field. The dual heart energy connects you and owl to your spirit world and ancestors of light. Shaman's heart blesses you today in accepting that you are your greatest healer. When owl comes calling, it is time to tap into and trust your innate wisdom. Listen to the sound of a drum, rhythmically in tune with the beat of your own heart. Release the ego mind and become one with your true self. All of your answers live within you. Today is the day to embrace in a nature walk. Let loose with the tribal dance, or perhaps seek out a fellow healer to share in light work together. Inner shaman, love it. And I love Live Wire came through. It's electric. So I'm hearing that song. Oops, sorry. I'm hearing that song by Borns, Electric Love. So Live Wire 35, which is an 8, which is infinity on its side. So Twin Flame Union, again, another Twin Flame Union card. Live Wire, and I'm seeing the Divine Masculine here. So this is a Divine Masculine here, and the Divine Feminine here. So Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, and here's the Twin Flame number, the star. Another Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. Very awesome. So the number 8, which is abundance, which is infinity, which is coming together. Within you is a powerful elixir that can change the world, both your world and the one around you. Scientists call this elixir emotions, but you can think of it as a supercharged current capable of taking you anywhere you want to go. You can use your emotions to suffer or to skyrocket to fame. Good to know that it's up to you. Yes, you have the choice. Are you going to be suffering because people are hurting you and people are not doing things the way that you want them to, and you're trying to control everybody else's life? It's like, just focus on you, and the world, the universe will reward you for focusing on you, because now you're not extending your energies out to everybody else, right? Focus on your own Merkaba. I'm seeing the Merkaba. Both of these have the Merkaba. So I'm seeing Merkaba, light body energy, light body work here. This is a very woke reading. Okay, so we got star, which is number 8 again. So 8. We got 33, and then we got 88. Very awesome. So, 49, hold on. 13, okay. So 17, which is the star, which is believe in your dreams, you know. Envision your life the way you want it to be and take action. So this is the magic manifestor card. You have the ability to manifest. We've got this like energy. We got over here, we've got the cobra coming out of her head, and we've got Bast, you know, Bast coming through here. I have a feeling Bast is like, this also gives me that Bast energy, which is the Egyptian goddess of the cats, right? They're divinely protected. This is the divine protector, right? So, and I'm also seeing, what is that thing called? Oh, it's called a was scepter. So she's got the was scepter there as well. So trust and follow your intuition. It's right on target. So have faith. You have a sense of purpose, a prosperous new beginning, and being on the right path. So Archangel Jophiel is all about optimism and helping you with your purpose. So stay optimistic about your future. So optimistic. Stay optimistic. All right. Stay optimistic about your love life. Stay optimistic about your future. Stay optimistic. And I'm seeing like she's balanced. She's got the water receptacles and they're coming out equally balanced, right? And the stars. I'm seeing stars again. So once again, the Borns song. And she's got her star soul chakra is lit up because you see the magenta fuchsia color thing right there, and she's got the Christ consciousness energy. I mean, this is the twin flame. This is the twin flame union, enlightened, like on point, infinite. Okay, and then we got the high priestess. So as I was saying, we got the Christ consciousness again. We got the wings, the energy. We have the flower blooming. So with the spring coming together. So if you haven't come together with your twin, I'm seeing union coming together in the 5D and possibly in the 3D. But I know definitely 5D, you're feeling that energy. But I'm seeing the Merkabah light body right there. So very cool. And I'm also seeing this like tribal tattoos. Tribal tattoo on the neck, tribal tattoo on the hand. Some sort of tattoo on the neck and the hand. So don't stand so close to... Harness mystic power. So align with the light and focus on all things positive. You are a mystic with the capacity to connect with the energies that go beyond the human senses. Within you is the force of magic that is directed by your will. There is an opportunity for you to rise up at this time, but it requires dedication and discipline. You are being guided to look at what you are working on or at the situation before you and determine where your priorities lie. If you are unable to figure that out, you must use your imagination, must use your intuition and discernment to focus on what will bring you closer to your goal and the happiness of everyone involved. When this card arrives, it's also important for you to check in with your intuition, as it will give you guidance that will be important for your growth. And I love that it's on page 43, which is love you. 3443. Yeah. And like I said, so the number that it broke down to, 49, which is the number 13, which is the number 4. So building a foundation for the future, stability, finally being stable, finally connecting and having that stability and building together, building with each other, co-creating with others. So that's what I'm seeing. Like, and unleash your inner shaman. You have the abilities. You are the star. You are the owl. You are the high priestess. I mean, you are a live wire. I'm also getting that song from Motley Crue. Because I'm alive. I'm a live wire. Yeah, this is an amazing reading. So if you've got 9, and this is a collective read, so this goes for everybody as well. You know, 3, 6, 9. 9 is in everybody and everything. It has the numbers of all the numbers in it. So it's a beautiful reading. All right, guys, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this reading resonated for you. And namaste. Thank you.